again, everybody, live on tape from Ashland High School. It's Ashland Varsity Sports on WACA-TV. Tonight, the Ashland Public Schools and the Tri-Valley League presents girls varsity basketball with the Clockers hosting the Dover Sherborn Raiders. Bob Thacker, Bob Martell, Dan Baker, and Matthew with us tonight. And the first home game of the season for the Clockers under their new coach, John Delbonis.
John Delbonis, Bob, as you found out before the game, has quite a resume, bringing that to the Clocker basketball program. Women were pretty successful last year, starting the season a little bit shorthanded as Sammy Leone sitting out mandatory concussion-related for at least this game. But Ashland 1-0 on the season at home in the friendly confines of the Morazy Athletic and Convocation Center, taking on Dover Sherborn and the Raiders. Now we'll pause for the national anthem. Well, Bobby, new staff all throughout the Ashland basketball program. John Delbonis, the new varsity head coach, assisted by Derek Smith. And one of our softball players, as well as a basketball player, Katrina Capobianco, ably coaching the JVs for the first time this year.
She told me they lost a heartbreaker.
One-pointer.
They were ahead the whole game.
Yeah.
Lost at the end.
Yeah, I contribute that to bad coaching.
She took it hard. I felt bad.
We'll talk. We'll blame her. She's got a lot of girls, big numbers. She's going to play everybody. That program will develop some players going forward for this program, which has turned around. It's been pretty good for a few years. Now they're good and they're deep.
Well, they were a non-tournament team last year.
Yeah.
And they relied heavily on Leone last year, and so I expect to see a little more sharing this year.
Yeah, a little more development distribution.
Exactly. And so Leone is a big absent tonight.
Oh, huge.
But Meg Russell stepped up in the first game. He had 21 points in the first half as the Clockers surprised Norton.
Yeah, she had quite a first half.
I don't know if the Raiders have played yet this year. The Raiders are in their visiting blue with black numbers. The Clockers in their home whites.
Looks like Duke against Duke, home and away. Nice step and steal.
Just tucked away. Wow. And that is Meg Russell. 32 is Marissa Walsh. The drive by Russell up and in.
First points of the game, Megan Russell.
You see she's getting him the easy way, Bob. That's how you get 21 in the first half, right?
Nice, when you make it look easy like that, that little step to the right, got around her defender and unimpeded to the basket and finished.
Looks like Meg Hall is the ball handler for the Raiders. She thought she had that one. Good follow.
2 tries, third shot's a charm. Ashland not doing a real good job of boxing out there.
Russell wants to go. Long pass to Walsh. Also out there for Ashland, number 5, Courtney Thurber. 44 is Lindsay Tolan, a returnee from last year's squad.
Russell draws the foul.
And 13 is also a returning letter woman, Cassidy Firth. see one new starter, essentially, and if Leone was here, maybe be all experienced players out there for Ashland, and that 1 year can make a difference, Bob.
Oh, huge in high school.
So Courtney Thurber has stepped in, number 5.
The benefit of an injury to a player like Leone, too, is it gives the other girls a chance to work on their game and their team game. I'm guessing that this year they're not going to feature any one player anyway, but Megan Russell, she's been involved quite a bit already, and we're only a minute and 30 into the game.
Leone only a junior herself.
Yeah, and taller than last year. They got some pretty good size this year.
Russell listed at 5'11". Didn't get that bounce.
No, pretty good form. A little bit more rotation would be good. She's got a little bit of that too much fingertip.
Raiders already made a sub. And of course, it's a JV player, Cricket Sims, into the game. Cricket.
Great name.
What is that from? What's that show? Hawaiian Eye?
Hawaiian Eye.
Connie Stevens as Cricket.
Yep, great nickname. That's the only one I ever heard named Cricket until just now.
11 is the captain, Dana Muckstadt. She's playing outside. They try to tie her up, and now they let her travel. Well played by the Clockers.
Yeah, nice trapping defense in the right corner.
They just stepped away and let her roll around for the travel.
DS zone press.
Instead of the usual tackling. Tolan, they break it.
And that's the way to break that press through
Russell
the air.
looks across the court again. Walsh takes it. Wild.
A little bit long on that one, but she had a good look. That was a nice skip pass through the lane by Russell.
Didn't set herself, Bobby. She bounced.
No. You're right.
Inside in heavy traffic. It works out well for the Raiders, and they bank it home.
Muckstadt's second basket.
We're just underway at Ashland High School. The Raiders 4, the Clockers 2. Bob Thacker and Bob Martell bringing you tonight's game, the home opener. Is this the home opener for the girls?
It is the home opener.
Yeah.
Yep.
The boys started last Friday night as well, and they got surprised. They were a tournament team last year.
Yeah.
They were a very good team last year.
They were good, and they've got some talent this year. But, every year to year, the league turns.
My memory is not what it used to be, Bob, but I think on Friday night, the Friday night the Clockers team lost at the end. I think they played a good game.
Yeah, I think it was a close game.
Yeah. Russell's got all the points, and now she's found the range at the free throw line.
She's got all four.
Tied at 4.
Muckstadt has all 4 for DS. As we're feeling each other out here with some pretty good defense. A little drop pass to nobody. Could have been a foul, but it's off Dover Sherborn Ashland ball. That end of the court, Bob, not lit very well. Is 4 of the big lights out. Not sure if we're saving energy or if they're just not on.
It's funny when you see them group like that, you think a switch isn't on, or
yeah,
not just a bulb, you know?
No, it's not a bulb. Do we know an electrician? Same press, same break, but you got to change it up a little bit.
Taylor Mazurek, very, very tough. Up and in. Into the game. Taylor Mazurek makes her presence felt right away.
Nice strong move there. Good skip pass in, bounce pass in, and Taylor using her body well, shielded and made that right-hand layup from about 2 feet. That's a can't-miss shot. Ashland takes the early lead, 6-4, Bob. In early going here, we've seen some coaching, the defense being pressing for Dover Sherborn. Ashland playing some good zone. Dover Sherborn hasn't demonstrated an outside ability to shoot yet. And Ashland has only had 1 or 2 outside shots, but early yet, cold gym. It takes a while to warm up sometimes.
Kenny Cheblud?
Yeah, I think that's good enough. Klebda? How about Klebda?
Kenny Klebda, the coach of the Raiders, was furious with their team as she called that timeout.
Yeah.
The Clockers, let's see, they had 3 baskets, all layups, am I wrong?
All layups and...
no, 2 layups and 2 free throws.
Yeah, 2 free throws and 1 telling stat already. DS with 3 team fouls early here in the first quarter. That's one place where hustle shows up. Ashland hasn't had to work real hard on defense. they could box out a little bit better, but otherwise they've played a pretty good zone here.
Mazurk's good play keeps her in the game at center, I guess you'd have to say. Cassidy Firth 13 and Marissa Walsh flank her on the back line for Ashland.
Ashland in the 2-3 zone. Pretty simple. Just clog the middle, make them shoot from outside.
Nice rotation by the Raiders, but the shot was an air ball.
And there's the deficiency. Sometimes with an air ball, Bob, you expect to bounce off the rim or the backboard. When you don't get it, it's advantage offense.
Cricket, no.
Another rebound, Dover Sherborn. This would be their third opportunity on this possession.
Could be traveling. Could be a blocking foul. It is traveling.
Yeah, that would have been a bad call to call a defensive foul there.
She just, the girl didn't move. The Ashland defender didn't move.
Taylor Mazurek was just planted.
Just got run into,
up. Yeah.
Taylor wants to put it in play. The Raiders in a full court press. They've left Russell alone, so she'll take it.
Same press, same break, only the other side.
And they get it across half court, although there is no 10-second line in the girls' game.
No, Coach Cleveland may want to think about changing up that press. That's just it just takes time off the clock, unless that's what she wants to do. It has not been effective.
Russell looking. Shot clock down to 6 as Walsh puts her shoulder down.
Courtney Thurber steps in to get a rebound off the floor.
Oh, shot clock violation.
Yeah, nothing was touched. Yeah, I guess it didn't touch anything. It was kind of a wild shot. No change of possession, so the clock keeps running.
Like myself, I don't think the clockers were aware.
No, I think they, like you, they thought maybe it had touched something.
Number 11, Dana Muckstad is the captain. Cricket can't get it.
She's got a couple of good looks.
New player into the game for Ashland is Annie Moore, number 10, 5'11", the tallest of the clockers.
Annie, good rebound there, but brought the ball down to her waist. Keep the ball shielded.
What a drive by Russell.
Russell, there's the step through and finish. Nice job. 8 points for Ashland. She has 6 of them.
Annie Moore, a senior, Bob, but I don't think she played last year.
No, I don't remember her from last year, but she's got some good size, good wingspan, too. Look at that length. Keep those arms out, those hands up. Good things will happen.
She fell down.
Yeah.
That's just she just fell down.
Again, good no call. These officials have done a pretty good job of not blowing the whistle so far.
And it wasn't one of those fake fall downs either. She just fell down.
She just lost her balance. And fell. There's the same press.
Thurber's got it.
As you said, no time clock in the backcourt, so they can take their time breaking the press, and that's what they're doing. Get it over the top. Something good will happen.
They swing it around. Firth is thinking about shooting. She misses everything. Moore knocked off that ball, but it was out of bounds.
Yeah, defender fell down, and Cassidy Firth had a wide open look, just rimmed it. Did a nice job there, keeping her composure. Just didn't go down for her. Ashland still in a 2-3 zone. Dover Sherborn has not solved it yet, but they've got some offensive rebounds off of this.
Wedden swings it. Underneath it goes. That's a good spot.
It's a double dribble.
One extra dribble.
Yeah, it did help her to get better position, Bob, but you don't get to do that in basketball.
And the sub for the Clockers as Tolan re-enters and Mazurek goes out. Looks like they'll be sharing time at center this season.
Like, yeah. Lindsay, right now she's standing right on the midcourt stripe. I never liked that on press break. It's going to put you in jail, but she gets away, and they break the press again easily.
Each time it's been easier, Bob.
Yeah.
Lost her dribble. Russell bails her out. Russell high dribble. Turns it over in heavy traffic. They double her and steal it.
Dribbled into the double team and lost her. She went up in the air, lost her foot.
Sims on the gallop. Wedden open at the arc. They go to Sims. She turns it down. Wedden still thinking about that air ball. Reluctant to shoot. Sims
shot.
Blocked by Moore.
Oh, looks like a little contact there, but no call.
The Raiders steal it back.
Still shot clock. Well, change of possession. Yep. They reset.
Muckstad in the beyond the arc. Wedden not looking for a shot, Bob.
No, Ashland's just packing it in, daring them to shoot over the top. And
Mike Stratt knows what she has to do. She takes it and makes it.
Yeah.
8-6, Clockers by 2.
She's got all 6 of their points in this first period. Minute left in the first period. Ashland breaks that with a long pass.
More. She gives it up to Tolan. Russell is underneath. That's where she likes to be. Got too far under. Good defense by the Raiders. Someone went down. Are they going to call that on Tolan? It is on Tolan.
First foul on Ashland with about 48 seconds left in the first period. Official does not allow a substitution. She got to the bench a little too late.
Colby Wedden. Sims to the top of the key. Mike Stout was in good position, but she saw a cutter, and she tried to get it to Annika Linden, number 15. But somewhere along the line, there was a foul. I'm not sure if it was on Linden or Mike Stout.
Tolan's got her second.
2 quick ones.
Yeah.
Brings Missouri into the game.
Well, Ashland get a little passive in this zone. Might be a good time to switch it up. Instead of reacting, they can be proactive.
Sims is out deep, but they have most of the remaining seconds in this game as we're down to 24 in the quarter and 17 on the shot clock. 7-second differential.
Dangerous pass.
She takes it. Too long. Cleared. 13 seconds left. 10. She traveled. No call. The bomb by Walsh hits the front of the rim. 2 seconds left. Muckstadt takes it. Good line, but short. And the first quarter ends with the Clockers leading 8-6.
Well, interesting. A lot of feeling out there. The game changed a bit, but the defense has stayed the same. Ashland got a little passive in their zone, and Dover Sherborn with an ineffective press. And yet we come away 8-6 after the first period. Not a lot of good shooting on the part of either team. Ashland, there's some opportunities, Bob. If they can get the ball over half court and be a little more patient, there's some low post opportunities for them. They haven't done that yet.
You know, it was a good first quarter, especially for us. But we get to see the players and what they can do on both teams. You know, we got an idea of what their games are like, and I'm sure that it's the same for the coaches. You know, they can see how their players operate against each other, matchups and the like. And
well, that's why by the second time around, you'll see the teams that, if they stay healthy, get better, and the teams that get worse. But this is that first time around, and they're all looking at some of the same girls and some of the new ones, and some of these coaches haven't seen any of them. As we said before, all new Ashland staff, they're unfamiliar with any of the Tri-Valley League teams.
Coach Del Bonis with quite a history at North Attleboro. He coached for 16 years, coached the boys and the girls, and was the league champion the last 2 years before reaching his ultimate goal, coaching Ashland High School.
Well, this is where it's the Valhalla of basketball. There's a look through right there. Missed the defense, and Courtney Thurber just threw it to the defender. Sometimes they look at their target, not at who's in between. Ashland's still in that 2-3 zone. They haven't changed. And only gave up 6 points the first quarter, so why change?
Dana Muckstadt looks to be their best player, Bob, number 11 from what we've seen so far.
The only player that scored for Dover Sherborn.
Yeah, she's a smart passer. You can see that.
Yep.
A heady ball handler, and she can shoot. Not that time. Good hard work underneath. He gave her the jump ball, but she was about to travel.
Taylor Mazurek, nice step in there and grab the ball, and you know, that's one of those 50-50 balls.
Molly McGill's being pounded underneath number 12.
She could have been fouled 2 or 3 times.
Muckstadt.
That could have been a foul.
She got hit there. They let it go.
And they give the ball to Ashland.
Something knocked her shot off there. Full court pressure. Thurber up to Mazurek by herself on the cut to Marissa Walsh. She stops. Back to Thurber. That's Firth into Mazurek. The turnaround blocked. Wedden brings it up on a hard gallop between the leg dribble. Looking to make a play. Sims has it. 15 is Annika Linden. She makes a nice pass. Up and in. The co-captain, Molly McGill, rewarded for her hard work.
First points other than by Muckstadt.
The bomb by Walsh. She's getting it higher each time, Bob, and closer each time.
Like lobbing those guys in there. That's really good. She didn't play in a low-ceiling gym like we did, Bob.
Oh, no. Jeez. That ball will come back and hit you in the head. Another nicely arced shot, Cricket Sims.
All of a sudden,
Raiders take the lead, 10-8. Clockers trail 2.
First 4 points of the second period by Dover Sherborn, and Ashland getting a little careless with their passing game. They're not thinking these routes out, and they're not getting much motion. Pretty static offense right now.
Thurber looks to be a non-shooter, Bob. Pretty good ball.
Looking to distribute and play defense, yep.
Walsh gets it into Russell.
Yeah,
the clock is sort of going back to the basics there.
Right, that's the move I was alluding to earlier, that space in between the foul line and the basket is wide open.
Megan's third trip to the line tonight, I think. She's got 3. Megan. How many has she taken? 4 or 5?
That's her 5th. She's
3 for 5.
Yeah.
Missed 2, made 2, and now makes 1, and of 2. Oh,
possession.
Good work by Missouri.
Possession Ashland on a hustle play there by Missouri.
Walsh is going to inbound. The Clockers have a chance to take the lead here. They trail 10-9. Second period action. Uh-oh, she was waiting for that. Was wetted.
She telegraphed that one.
Mild backcourt pressure by Thurber. Wedden goes base. Nice pass up and no good. They fight for it, and it's a jump ball.
Jump ball. Should have been a clear Ashland possession there, but over the back, Dana Muckstadt got away with that. She is a taller player. And the press is off now. Coach Glibda apparently figured out that wasn't doing anything.
Megan Hall, the new player for the Raiders. She's number 10. Thurber had an idea.
Yeah. Nobody to pass to, though.
Now she's in trouble. She gets it to Missouri, who goes towards the hoop but got cut off. Russell,
a lot of contact. Yeah, a lot of contact. 2 shots. I tell you, no matter what level, Bob, lefties screw up defenders. I don't know why. They're playing to a strong hand, but nobody expects them to go left or shoot left.
I didn't have a lot of confidence in that going in, but she did earn that foul.
She did earn that foul. It wasn't going to go in. Barely got above her waist.
It wasn't close. She didn't have enough scoop.
A little arc on that one. No rotation, though. She's kind of a shot put style free throw shooter.
Hasn't found her exact range yet. She goes high.
5 for 8 on free throws,
2.
and she's had a lot of chances at this charity stripe. Keep going to the basket, Megan. Good things will happen.
Clockers regain the lead at 11-10.
These officials don't like to blow the whistle, but Ashland has opportunities going to the hoop.
Wedden, her second air ball of the night.
Yeah.
Took her about 8 minutes to get the confidence up to take the second one. And it ends up a second air ball.
Joy Maswazwe in the game now. Number 34 for Ashland. I'm guessing she's related to Kirky and JJ. How many Maswazwes can there be?
First name Joy, a sophomore, 5'8".
Good idea, just too much traffic. It is an unforced error.
She called it on herself.
Yep, dragging that back foot. No reason not to keep dribbling, but she had an idea to pass, but no one to pass to. A gift-wrapped turnover for Ashland.
Seems like the refs have been letting any little slip or slide go. Some nights everything is traveling. Yeah.
I kind of like this style of game. Let them play a little bit.
Yeah.
11-10 Ashland as they've taken the lead back, but it hasn't been that kind of game where anybody's looked dominant. There's some good things going on for Ashland. Megan Russell has had a pretty good first half.
Clark, as you can see, really missing Leone in the sense that it doesn't seem to be an alternate source of offense.
I was going to say there's going to be more scoring options than Megan Russell.
Especially with Walsh missing all those threes.
Yeah. And DS, other than getting multiple chances on offense, Bob, Muckstadt has been it. They've got 8 points. She's got 6 of them.
Yeah, they've worked the ball. They've tried to work the ball underneath, but nothing has really worked out for them. One or two have found their way to the hoop, but
yeah, it's only because
mostly it's too congested on defense, and they end up losing it in one fashion, by a jump ball or whatever.
If I had a bone to pick with Ashland's defense, it's that they're allowing second and third opportunities. Other than that, they've played nice zone defense.
Yeah, McGill has been tough to handle underneath number 12.
Yep.
Luckily for the Clockers, she hasn't been able to turn it into much scoring.
Ashland, too, looks like they're looking for a true point guard.
Swasser loses her dribble, gets it into Missouri. Good defense, forces her to kick it back out. And Swasser goes base.
Nice little
Didn't
move,
get the
but
roll.
awkward position.
Wedden to Sims. Wedden gets it back. They swing it. Sims has stopped shooting. Now she gets it on the cut. Too strong off the board. A nice play.
That's
White
a
ball.
set play, and it almost worked. She had a nice open lane to the hoop, but just didn't finish it. Rolled off the front rim. Foul on Muckstadt, her second. Dover Sherborn sixth. Muckstadt, I think her first time out of the game. Let's see what happens with her out of the game, because
so Thurber for Walsh.
Don't know if they have any offensive options at this point. And back to the press, and that's the way to beat it, over the top.
Swasser can't find a route.
Dover Sherborn playing man now, so look for some picking.
Russell
but
dribbles it off her foot.
Yeah.
The Raiders say thank you very much.
You know, sometimes when their feet grow 2 sizes in a year, that happens.
Linden picks it up, got it to Wedden. Wedden running the offense now, and
Thrown to an open spot, and there's an unforced error again.
Hall
A little sloppy right now.
toss that one away. No pressure here.
Ashland a slim 1-point lead
Courtney
as we
Thurber will bring it up.
get to the 3-minute mark, Bob, of the second period.
So what the scoring has been, what, 3 to 4 to 3 in the second period?
Yeah, Ashland has 5. Dover Sherborn has
Boom.
2.
Boom.
Nice move.
Boom.
No finish. Gotta put it up above the rim. That's one of the rules. And there's
Another bad pass.
Another turnover, bad pass. Coach Klubda, nice long hair that she's starting to rip out as she watches this game. A tough thing for most coaches that have played at a high level is they can't play now. They got a coach.
That's what I was thinking about. You know, the Framingham High School recently hired a professional basketball player to be their coach. Denise Beliveau, who was a great player at Framingham, was a Division I player at UNH, then played professionally in Germany, now back coaching Framingham High School.
Nice step through there and a finish by
Man, is
Shelby
she in for some heartaches.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my God, what did I sign on for?
The Flyers have been struggling.
This is why people like Michael Jordan don't usually make good coaches.
Yeah, that and too wealthy.
Yeah, yeah. Motivation has something to do with it.
Like in a locker room.
Yeah.
For 8-10 months. The Raiders have retaken the lead 12-11.
11 foul there on
As Courtney
Emily
Thurber
Randall.
steps to the strike.
They're in the penalty 1-1.
1-1 means if you make the first, you get the second. You miss the first, the ball is live.
And Courtney makes that first one, crawls over the front rim. She has a good balance, good head up.
One of two.
Doesn't go for
The
her.
game is knotted.
12 apiece. As we head into the final 2 minutes of this first half.
Watch for Wedden to be driving more. She had a lot of success with a beautiful down the lane move.
There's an open space there. Meg Russell's going to have to close that on this side.
Hall throws it off the front rim.
And again, DS's second opportunity.
Another nice rebound. Couldn't get that one.
Taylor Mazurek climbed for that one. Good job, Taylor. Way to fight for it.
Yeah.
And again, an unforced error. Marissa Walsh off her own foot. There's been a lot of that foot dribbling today. Well, it must be a soccer-based team.
Yeah.
This time it's possession Dover Sherborn. 1:35 left, 12-12 the score.
Marissa doesn't look like a confident dribbler to me. But they're letting her bring it up at least that time.
Yeah. No, I think it's a team in search of a point guard right now. There's another throwaway, but Dover Sherborn beats everybody to the ball. Two of them there before any Ashland player.
When there she goes to the hoop, lost control. And did she get fouled? No.
Off-white, possession blue. Coach exhorting his players to play defense. Don't just stand there. Keep your heads up. That middle's been wide open.
Fortunately, he picked it up but missed the shot. Thurber looking up. They don't press
that time.
it. Walsh again.
Long.
A little higher this time.
Nice.
Oh, what a pass.
Nice pass. Cassidy Firth. Heads up, finds that ball, puts it in from the left side. That might be the biggest lead of the game for Ashland. 2 points, Bob.
14-12. Uh-oh, she walked.
Yep.
She walked.
He saw that one as she pulled that back foot. She's had a couple of those hesitation passes.
Raiders playing now without Muckstadt, and I guess you could say it shows.
Yeah, it makes a difference. They've had one basket since she's been out.
Zurich in her spot, wild. Firth finds it. Tries to thread the needle to Russell, it doesn't work. She throws the elbows, Thurber's open, she takes it, oh, in and out.
Nice look there.
Thurber starting to assert herself on both ends.
Playing this good positional defense, good job.
8 seconds left till halftime. Blocked by Walsh, jump ball coming up, but time has expired. It's halftime at Ashland High School. I think. See, no, the ref is going to ask for a half a second to be put back on the clock. Some of us are already in the locker rooms. Out they come.
They're heading to the concession stands at halftime, and let's see, there's
good if it goes, and it doesn't.
She kindly threw it right to the referee. And the first half ends. Ashland retakes the lead, 14-12. So close game as we go into the second half, Bob.
So was it 8-6 after one?
It was 8-6 Dover Sherborn, excuse me, Ashland. And at the half it's 14-12. So Ashland
6-6.
Ashland 6-6 in the second period. And Megan Russell with 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points of the Ashland 14.
And 5 of those from the line.
Yep.
Second half is coming up in 10 seconds. Stay with us. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Sports on Ashland Television.
You're watching WACA-TV.
All right, back for the second half. Clockers lead 14-12. Bob Thacker, Bob Martell. December 16th, Ashland women versus the Dover Sherborn Raiders. Ashland, most of the scoring in the first half by Megan Russell with 9 points, of which 5 were from the free throw line. And Dana Muckstadt with 6 for Dover Sherborn. Possession will be Dover Sherborn heading east in the second half, Bobby, as we start action.
Muckstadt set out the last few minutes, and the Raiders lost the tie at least, and the Clockers with the 2-point lead as we go into the second half.
Muckstadt 2 fouls and got pulled, and I don't know if that's because the coach is afraid she's foul prone or what, but when she's not in there, the offense slows way down.
Bad pass, Tolan stole it.
Pass, 2 wrongs make a right.
Returned the favor, but somehow it went out off the Raiders, and the Clockers have it.
Graydon Wood grabbed the ball as it was going out of bounds and gave the ball gift wrap back to Ashland. Just had to let it go. Maybe she thought it had been tipped.
We saw Courtney Thurber start to emerge on both ends of the court. in that first half.
Nice set play. Nice finish. Lindsay Tolan her first points, and that was off a Megan Russell pass. Nice penetration.
We saw this girl, Weeder, start to drive to the basket. Had one basket after missing two three-pointers badly. So we'll see if there's a change in her game in the second half.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's hit nobody's hit a three, but I don't think anybody's hit a long two even yet, Bob.
I don't know if that was a long two or a three.
I didn't see the sign, so it would have been a two, I think.
It's a nice basket.
Traditional opportunity for a three-point play. That's what happens when you get beat to the spot. Muckstadt with the finish there. And the foul on Cassidy Firth, her first. Or her Firth. Sorry, Bobby. Muckstadt to the line. Her first opportunity, and Dover Sherborn's first opportunity to shoot from the stripe.
16-15. This game can only go down to the last play, right?
Oh, the way it's going and not much scoring, it's not going to be too much of a margin.
There's never been more than a 2-point.
Yeah, we got a timeout for a blood injury. Cassidy Firth going off to be attended to.
Tay Mazurek is going to take her place, and play's going to resume out of bounds. Walsh is going to do the honors.
A little blood. I don't know if you got a bloody nose or bloody cheek, but it doesn't sound like anything too serious. I'm guessing she'll be back in soon.
Sherber looking for an opening, gives it away. She goes down hard into the scoring table, gets up, hits her head.
I'm okay, Bob.
And she's all right.
I'm okay.
Jeez Louise.
That was good hustle. We had a good look at that one.
And we lost our special notebooks and everything, but gee, I was worried about the girl. She took a hard hit into the table and get up and hit her head, but you'd never know it. Just got back on the court and started playing.
Just more embarrassed than hurt, I think.
Yeah.
Lindsay Tolan, nice move, but a little too deep under the hoop.
Weeder to the hoop.
And Weeder at the other end. Whedon shows how to finish. And we're 17-16 Dover Sherborn. Actually trailing by a point now. Nice pass in. Little too far under. She got caught in jail, but a nice move by Megan Russell.
Muckstadt with the board. Team's being more careful. Whedon again, in and out this time.
Don't know how that came out. Foul DS over the back. Be possession. That's Muckstadt's third, and that may be their Achilles at this point. It's pretty early in the third period.
Unnecessary, Bob.
3 fouls, and that was clearly not a ball she was going to get.
Save those for when you need them.
Dangerous pass.
Looking for Russell, did not connect.
Yeah, I mean, good thought, but just too much landscape to cover. But Ashland retains possession. Set play.
Turn around by Tolan.
Did not square up. She threw that over her shoulder, and hard to get that basket. She had great position.
Whedon revitalized.
Yeah, Whedon all of a sudden had a Gatorade at halftime.
A long two. Yes! Graydon Wood. It did not play, to my knowledge, in the first half. If she did, she snuck in and out on me.
Yeah, she played a little bit, but didn't do much. But DS now up 3.
Oh, she wasn't guarded, and she took advantage. Russell forces it. Nice rebound by Lindsay Tolan.
Oh, nice finish, and she's got her second basket, both in this period. Ashland back within a point. Too much traffic to pass through there.
Muckstadt outside now.
Being a little bit too cautious. It is a nice pass, but Ashland having trouble controlling the ball. Ashland's still in that zone, Bobby. It's been effective for him.
Pulls it back. Sims has stopped shooting. Now she takes it a step towards the hoop. Muckstadt travels in the double dribble style. And
Timeout Dover Sherborn.
Coach Klebda wants to discuss things.
Well, it's 7-4 this period. Dover Sherborn, as the offense has opened up with 3:40 played. More points than we've seen in the game so far, Bob. So all of a sudden, whoever gets a little bit hot, it's going to make a big difference. And Dover Sherborn shooting pretty well right now. A couple of players that hadn't scored before. Graydon Wood for Dover Sherborn, Lindsay Tolan for Ashland. And Lindsay's got all 4 points for Ashland this period.
So they've left Wood, and I think this last time down, they left Muckstadt on what you
on the wing
call the weak side.
Yep.
With everyone over on the other side, and then they get it over to her, and they're fairly open for a longish two.
Yeah. I think Ashland
one out of 3 times it
still
worked.
daring them to shoot from outside, content to pack it in, play defense. But the Ashland defense is clinging as it has been, hasn't caused a lot of turnovers, and has still given up some easy rebounds and second shots. They got to be a little more aggressive after they play the defense positionally to go after the 50-50 balls.
Marissa Walsh has taken a half a dozen threes for Ashland, but I don't think anyone on the rated team has taken that many.
No.
Mazurk is open, couldn't make the shorty.
And there's a little Tanya.
Thurber reaches in, no foul. Sims controls, and up comes Whedon.
Yeah, Thurber almost stepped in for that one, but didn't quite commit.
Cricket Sims came out firing, but hasn't shot in a long, long time. Whedon has it. Muckstadt.
Steps.
Oh, travels again.
Yeah, that was good positional defense, but no reason for her to pick up her dribble again. She did it unforced error, I'd consider.
Yeah,
Meg Russell, quiet.
I get it. She had nowhere to go.
She didn't, but keep your dribble.
That's when it's nice to have a jump shot, Bob.
Well, that's true.
Where you can stop and put it up, at her height.
Yeah.
But no one out there has a jump shot. Russell dribbles it out of bounds.
Yeah, Meg
don't give it to her.
Into the tall trees by herself, and didn't pull up with the ball.
Russell's had a hard time finding any space for herself.
Yeah, this second
outside
half,
or inside.
They've worked on keeping her from getting the freebies.
Sims by Walsh off the backboard.
Running right-hander.
DS with their biggest lead. They've matched it 3 points. Firth wants to do something. They won't let her. Walsh was headed to the hoop for the first time tonight. Lost it out of bounds, but the white Clockers retain possession. Clockers in white. The Raiders are in blue tonight. We're at Ashland High School, and it's December 16th, 2014. The home opener for the Clockers. They're 1-0 on the young season.
That's there every time, and she drew the foul. Second on Molly McGill. Lindsay goes to the line. First time for her at the stripe.
Lindsay with 4 points already here in the third period. And swishes that
Yeah,
nicely.
nice looking form on the free throw shooting. Where if there's something there, Bob, that's it every time. If they can get her the ball 6 feet from the hoop in the middle. Makes both.
Her inside moves looked improved from last year.
Yeah. You don't need to be fast, you just need to be quick. And
Clark is in a soft full court defense.
yeah, it might work to their favor. Put a little pressure on, change up the defense. They're back in that 2-3 zone again. It's been so effective all game, but they trail by 1 point.
Sims, Muckstadt, 6 seconds left. Blocked. Who got it? Tolan?
Yeah, Tolan with the block. Possession, DS 4 seconds on the shot clock.
They get it to Muckstadt. She puts it up immediately and gets fouled.
That's a play that shouldn't happen.
Muckstadt just tall enough to pull that play off.
Lindsay Tolan's third foul. Mockstadt, the first player into double digits. That's her 10th point, Bob.
So that was very, very fortuitous for the Raiders. They were down to 4 seconds on the shot clock. They got it in just the way they wanted to, and they get a point out of it.
Got to be able to push there. But Ashland gets the ball anyway.
First knocked off the court. Marissa's open. Oh, not this time. It's going to happen, Bob.
She's committed to that, and there's another unforced error that was put right behind her in her right side by her head. Tough to go back and catch that one.
What do they call that in football?
The back shoulder.
Back shoulder.
Yeah, it's okay if the ball's up in the air and you can fade.
Yes.
Not in basketball.
Not when it's thrown like a bullet. Russell beyond the arc. Wants to do something. Can't find an opening.
You know, Meg's got the braided ponytail. I always thought you'd look good with that look, Bob.
Who is that now? Oh, yeah.
Megan Russell, yeah.
Look at that.
You know, I could see that, although you might catch it
Firth
on the rim.
in a good spot. Couldn't get it up high enough. Tolan.
Nice
that's
rebound.
Mazurek.
Again, Mazurek fighting for the ball.
She goes down. It's a takedown.
Yeah, she had the ball for a second, but caught the arm, so foul on her. Good hustle.
I thought it was going to be a pin.
Well, she had position there for a minute. Good
the
fight.
ref went down and started slapping the floor. We're going to see
13
Maswaswe for the second time.
Team fouls at 3-2, Ashland.
Joy was active on offense, at least, when she played in the first half. Didn't get any points, but worked hard. And another bad pass. Clockers with another chance.
Dropped my pen, sorry, Bob.
The Raiders maintain the 2-point advantage. Firth into the backcourt. Thurber starts the offense there. Swasser lets her move. She runs into opposition, tries to make a pass. It's deflected out of bounds. It stays white.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. Minute 28 left in the period. 2-point differential. Nobody seems able to take control of this game, Bob.
Oh, Taylor should have put that one up.
Yeah, she had a
If you're going to travel, you might as well put it up.
clear path, but she saw what she thought was a better opportunity. And
Of course, she's had several blocked, too, Bob.
Indecision. Is that press again?
Sims ahead to win. She sees a path. Firth cuts her off. Sims has it back. They get it to their co-captain and leading scorer. But she couldn't find anything to do. They reset. 6 seconds. Sims took it, missed it. Who's got it?
3 Raiders underneath the basket.
Was it McGill under there?
Themselves. That's unforgivable. You got to defend your basket. And Ashland that time left Cassidy Firth all by herself underneath.
Amy Moore checks in for the first time in the second. Annie Moore, I should say. First time in the second half. Ashland down 2. 50 seconds left in the third period. The Clockers and the Raiders from Ashland High School. The home opener for the 2014-15 season.
Megan, you're going to be called for palming. You can see that one coming. You can get your hand on the side of the ball, but she had given the referee a clear view of her hand under the ball.
Coach saw something.
Yeah, I would have called that one, and I let a lot of those go.
Coach saw something that required the ball to be taken out of bounds by the Raiders. Again, no 10-second line. Sims throws it away.
And there's that unforced error.
Was that a fade?
It was.
Would that be a fade to the corner of the end zone?
That's a skinny post.
Okay.
And no receiver in sight. I didn't see Michael Irvin.
David goes up a dribble. Firth goes down the lane, meets traffic, and loses it.
Contact, but no call. She might have lost that on her own. Again, the refs have been pretty consistent about letting them play.
Mockstadt too short. Gets her own rebound. No, she couldn't save
I
it.
tell you, there's no way she should have been allowed to get to that rebound. They let her run free, and nobody else went after it. 3 seconds left. Ashland trailing by 2, and DS will press.
Now let's see if they throw it at least beyond midcourt to give this a chance. Give themselves a chance. Got to get it in, of course, within 5 seconds. They do. Russell, good if it goes. It doesn't.
Tell you, that was a pretty good-looking play, Bob. An opportunity for Ashland to score with 3 seconds left. That was well done.
So the Raiders turned the tables in the third period, Bob, outscoring the Clockers for the first time tonight. And I'm trying to remember, what was the halftime score, Bob?
It was
14-12.
Dover Sherborn with 10 third-quarter points. Ashland with only 6. And we're looking at a 2-point game as we enter the fourth and final stanza. Should there not be? Is there overtime?
Yes.
Did we resolve that?
Yes. No ties in
There's
basketball.
no ties. They don't go to a shootout or
at
anything.
any level.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. There's no penalty shots.
PKs?
There's nothing like that.
Extra time?
Nothing like that. Basketball is decided on the court. Somebody wins the game, which is the way it should be. Well, Les Samleone, Ashland hasn't generated a ton of offense, and Meg Russell, 9 first-half points, nothing in that third period because they bottled her up pretty effectively with double teams. And they look for other people to score. The only one who stepped up was Lindsay Tolan with 6 third-quarter points, all the points for Ashland, and they go into the fourth period trailing by 2. They got to look for a way to get Russell open and get offense from somebody. Be nice to see Marissa Walsh hit one of those 3. She's
due.
Taken 5, right?
And we'll see if there's a fatigue factor. We'll see what kind of shape these girls are in. I don't think Russell's sat for a second tonight.
No, she has not. There's a nice tip, but possession.
Wedden, the little jumper. Yeah, it is.
And that's what you don't want to have happen. You don't want to give away the first basket when you're trailing by 2 in a tight game like this.
So Kelby Wedden does have a jumper. It's a 4-point lead, the biggest advantage either team has had tonight. Marissa touched it with the second hand, and you can't do that. It's a double dribble by rule.
She wasn't getting much help, but a little indecision there on what to do with the ball, and Ashland goes to the press.
Bad start for the fourth period. You got to make it up on defense.
Ashland, that's not much of a press, Bob. It's not going to cause a turnover, just a little bit of harassment and take some time off the clock.
Yes, and with the Raiders throwing so many careless passes, I get it, you know?
Yeah.
I get what the coach's idea is.
Yeah, it's a late
All
call.
you have to do is extend the pass a little bit.
Make them throw the ball.
Are tossed away.
Yeah.
So
Cassidy Firth, her second.
Whedon has really stepped up here in the second half, playing with confidence. Good ball handler.
Yeah, she's
and now starting to get her points.
She's warmed up in the second half. 2 points in the first half. She has 5 in the second, and playing with a lot more energy. 6 points now. And the game is 26-20. All of a sudden, Ashland looking at a steeper hill to climb, and they're having trouble finding offense.
Yeah, when you're only averaging 6.5 points per quarter, this could be insurmountable.
Well, and this is the answer. You gotta have all their players, not just Megan Russell and Lindsay Tolan going to the hoop.
Russell, a long time between trips. Oh, got a beautiful bounce there.
Prayed for that one to go in, and it was answered. That was she was real deep on her knee bend and really under the ball. But it sat nicely on the rim and rolled in.
Second one better.
A lot of leg in that free throw, but effective. She had a nice night at the line.
Clock is closed within 4, 26-22.
There you go. Oh, step up.
There's a travel.
Is that turnover you talked about, Bob? Just a little bit of pressure. You don't have to really be overly active, but just cause them to make that longer pass. The front court players are very uncomfortable.
Look for Whedon to start trying to dribble it up himself.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
And if you can double her, you can make some hay maybe. Walsh at the arc. Oh, who'd she try to get it to?
Marissa had
underneath.
a little bit of a no look to Lindsay Tolan, and there were 2 defenders there. Yeah, good idea again, but this is, it's difficult to do when you get 2 players in between. Marissa has good court vision. She has to make a little better decision.
Tolan up and in.
And there's
Lindsay
a nice basket. Lindsay Tolan, a great second half. Her 8th second half point. Ashland back to within a pair. And you said it, Bob. This might come down to be a 2-point game at the buzzer. DS looking for that.
Oh, she's open.
Yeah.
She couldn't believe it.
And again, DS with the rebound. Second chances.
Whedon for three. Another air ball. Whedon air balls for three.
And rewarded with that defensive hustle. DS gets the ball back. A tip off of Megan. Excuse me. Yeah, Megan Russell, I guess, was the one who was tipped off of.
Raiders forgot we needed someone to inbound it.
Thought the referee would just give it to them. No, it's not practice. It's a game. Perimeter offense, and they're just looking for that one cutter through the middle. There she is, 12. Nice defense. Oh, that was a nice defensive move. Cassidy Firth from behind, but they'll call her for the foul.
Heady play by Whedon again.
Yeah, nice little cut to the hoop. Once you get that position in front of the defender, you go to the hole.
And it helps if you're a good free throw.
Yeah, she's pretty good at it.
Good form, back rim.
At that time, a little long.
26-24, Raiders leading by 2. Just under 6 minutes left to play in regulation.
Makes the second.
Breaks the 4-point run by the Clockers. Tolan. Russell was going the other way. It stays white.
Fortunate.
As Muckstead just got a finger on it.
Fortunate. Muckstead playing defense on Megan Russell. That's been pretty effective.
Marissa,
indecision.
could not get it in.
Yeah, and that's an unforced error. A lot of those today for both teams. Ashland not pressing right now, and that a little puzzling. 5:41 left. It was effective. They get turnovers off of it.
They try to get it into McGill. Amongst 3 Clockers. Whedon another 3. This one goes.
Whedon.
Kelby Whedon, the big 3. Her first of the night and the first of the game.
It's a great fourth quarter for her.
Walsh could not answer. Thurber fights, has it taken away from her, and the Raiders keep it alive. You don't see that often, Bob.
No, and that's
John Delbonis thought it was travel.
Yeah, it was indicative too. Dover Sherborn just going after it a little bit more than Ashland. Ashland's not hustling, but Dover Sherborn winning the battles.
Whedon the jumper, bang!
Somebody get on her.
Kelby Whedon lighting it up.
10 points in the fourth quarter. It's 32-24.
She's the difference.
And she's the difference maker. She's got 10. Ashland has 4. And that's a big deal.
Bob, you know, the way the clock works here, that we lose the time and they run the timeout time.
Yeah, they run the 1 minute clock, which.
But I'm thinking 5-ish left.
I think it was 3:42.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's
worse than I thought.
It's not good for us folks.
8-point deficit when you've only scored 8 in a quarter once tonight.
Yeah.
So Ashland in trouble.
Yeah, unless they change how they run their offense. They need some turnovers. There hasn't been a basket off a turnover yet.
You look for John Delbonis to tell his girls to get to the hoop. You got to make this up by driving, getting layups, and getting to the free throw line. And even if you miss the free throws, you're stopping the clock.
Yeah. No, you get fouls. I mean, it's 5-3. They have a couple of fouls. 1 foul to give before they get into the bonus, but use them. At this point, the clock is your enemy. You got to slow the game down by fouling, by pressing, by causing turnovers.
Oh, we just gained a minute, Bob.
4:39.
I feel better.
I knew there was a 3 and a 4 in there.
I feel better.
That's good.
That was a bonus.
A little better. 4:39 left, and Ashland has 8 points to make up.
No pressure.
Doable. They're just going to make some shots. And they're playing very deliberately on offense. They need to.
Courtney Thurber can spark Ashland here with a good pass to Tolan, blocked. Raiders have it.
Now what the Clockers hope for, there a lot of contact, no call.
Muckstead, a calming influence on the Raiders. She's all alone, up and in.
There's a wide open Annika Linden, her first basket. All of a sudden, Dover Sherborn looks like a different basketball team once Whedon opened things up.
It's a 10-point lead. Russell, the jumper, off the backboard.
And there's something we've been looking for. Her 4th point in this 4th quarter, but she really needs to do a lot more. We need 8 points in 3:49.
I'm ready to double Whedon ball.
Good
Bob.
steal.
I'm ready to double. Get the ball out of her hands.
Give it up. There's a double team there.
Clock is down 8, 3.5 to go. Firth beyond the arc, tries to thread it to Tolan. Clock is fortunate to retain possession.
They really are. They really are. They're trying to make
Missouri. Tolan is coming out.
Trying to make a lot of thread the needle passes, Bob, and that might work occasionally, but it's the bread and butter that gets it done.
You know, I wouldn't mind seeing Tolan and Missouri out there together. Courtney Thurber couldn't get it to go.
Good look, and just bounced it off the back rim.
Stat hit in the mouth, and the officials. No, it's a timeout by their coach.
Dover Sherborn timeout.
Timeout. They have an 8-point lead. Ashland's down 8, 3:15 to go. I'm sure Coach Delbonis doesn't mind a timeout here, a chance to talk
No, that
with
was
his girls.
actually.
But I was saying, what about Missouri and Tolan out there together?
Why not? Why not? It's interesting, Bob. If you're going to get points at this point, Dover Sherborn 3 fouls on the team in the second half. That tells me that Ashland has not worked the ball to the hoop. A lot of unforced errors on the part of both teams, but for Dover Sherborn to have 3 team fouls, despite the fact that the officials aren't prone to blowing the whistle, that's way too low. That shows me Ashland has not been that aggressive offensively at getting the ball inside. And you got time. You got time. 8 points is, it seems like a lot when you've only scored 26 to this point, but it's 4 hoops. It's a few trips to the free throw line, and this has been a pretty quick game.
It's not even 20 minutes of 8. This game is only an hour and 8 minutes old. I don't know when we started.
Yeah.
But this has been a fast-moving game.
Yeah, not a lot of fouls called. Ashland's going to press off of the timeout. Well, they're going to pick up at half court, I guess.
Sims and Muckstadt start the Raiders.
Going to play man now. Yeah, it's the first time I think they've played man the whole game.
Russell has Whedon now.
Good idea.
McGill couldn't find an opening. Muckstadt beyond her comfort zone into McGill. Wild to the hoop. There's a pile up and it goes white.
Yeah, and again, Ashland lucky to get the ball there. They really didn't position for the rebound. Not much time comes off the clock and they gain possession, so they got to make baskets though.
I think one thing we've seen is if you tangle with Taylor Missouri, you're going down.
Taylor,
one way or another.
She's aggressive. Good for her.
One way or another, you're going to end up on the floor.
Yeah.
Firth got too far under, but she'll shoot free throws.
There's the answer. She took it into the teeth of the defense and made contact before she put the ball up. Didn't lose it. Draws the foul.
Now
gets
cash
2 shots.
in those free throws.
Whedon's first.
Firth, not a frequent visitor to the stripe.
No, her first free throw attempt.
Got to get one here to throw things off. She does. The lead is cut to 7.
All right, Ashland playing man but not pressing. And all DS wants to do is take time off the clock.
Muckstadt open. Wow.
Wide open.
Too open,
Wide
Bob.
open.
Right at the free throw line practically.
Yeah, her first hoop of the 4th period, but they haven't needed her as Whedon has just lit it up this period.
Now it's a 9-point bulge with 2 minutes left in the game. Oh boy. I thought she was in a good spot to shoot there.
Cassidy, nice turn in, and instead of taking the shot, she tried to make a pass. It was off a foot. Ashland keeps possession, but the clock, the enemy, at 2:03 left and a 9-point deficit.
Marissa to inbound. The shot is short.
And again, Ashland not coming up with the loose ball.
Whedon looking for someone.
Yeah.
On the cut to Sims, she front rims it.
It
And
is-
the Raiders get it up, no good, and Tolan pulls it away.
That's a foul.
That's got to be a foul,
Yeah,
Bob.
that's a crazy foul. Three Ashland players standing there, and she rebounds the ball in between them. That's just not good. Ashland has to be more aggressive getting the ball.
Just fortunate that McGill got her arm
McGill
caught on
got, tangled
inside
up.
the Tolan. Yeah.
Yep.
So at least the clock has got a foul out of it, but there's just a minute and a half now. Ashland trailing 9. Thurber to Russell. She's got to drive. She doesn't. She sends it into Firth. The follow away is an air ball. The Raiders have it. They knock her down.
That's okay. Stops the clock. You know, they can set up their defense. They got to give fouls. It's just
What do they got? Plenty to give?
not really, but that's the only weapon they have to stop the clock right now. Muchstat's done a nice job.
That
with
was
Megan
their
Russell
last
in the
foul
second
to
half.
give, Bob.
Yes, they're in the penalty now. It's good hustle, Meg Russell.
1:20 left to go in the game.
For a leg.
Ashland down 9, desperate to steal this inbound. Full court, man-to-man pressure by Ashland. They get it into Whedon. And again,
Whedon taking charge. She's controlling the game from the point, which is nice for her. She's
I'd
taking,
double it just to let someone else handle it.
make her get rid of the ball. And they've done a better job of controlling the ball once she became the point
Muckstad
guard.
again, not this time. Here comes Firth over Marissa Walsh's head. She doesn't track it down. It goes to blue with
That's
53 and a half seconds left. Clockers go back into their full court pressure, and Coach Del Bonis wants one more timeout to discuss things.
He's, like we talk about with coaches all the time, Bob, they're always teaching, even though this game may be pretty much out of control. You never know, 57 seconds, but you're always teaching for not for this game, for the future.
Well, the way you look at it is the Raiders are going to have to get it in bounds here.
Yeah.
You stop this one,
Yeah.
then you have to stop the next one and the one after that.
Yeah, a lot of work to do.
You know, you got to stop 5 inbounds plays to win this game.
Yeah.
And you might as well practice it now.
Do something.
Yeah. This is the way we do it.
Yeah.
Now let's see if it works.
Well, it's that definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and
Yeah.
over again, expecting a different result. Ashland has played pretty good zone the whole game. I wonder sometimes, Bob, if settling into that zone and teasing Dover Sherborn into taking the outside shot, if that doesn't lull you into complacency a little bit. I would like to have seen him change up their defense a little bit more,
Intensity-wise?
a little earlier. Yeah, just to get the energy level up. They kind of relied on it. And as a consequence, they gave up a lot of second and third chances. And in a low-scoring game like this, it does add up. Right now, a 9-point differential. And when we came out of that third quarter, all it took was Kelby Whedon to get hot. One player to get hot, and that's all she wrote.
Clock is doubling the ball now.
And
Whedon running free.
I
they
think Coach
tried
told
to
them to give the foul, but they're so trained not to.
Good defense by Walsh there. Turns.
Yeah, Walsh, good
turns
hustle.
it White with 35 seconds left. Ashland still down 9. Thurber looking up.
Yeah, somebody's got to go to the hoop. They're playing like they've got all the time in the world.
Walsh at the arc. Into Tolan to the cutting Russell. It doesn't connect. Was the ball kicked? No.
Kicked ball. And out on Dover Sherborn possession. Ashland, they don't have a 9-point play, I don't think, but they...
Almost not enough time here to do anything. Tolan drives and is tied up and fouled.
That will disqualify Molly McGill. That's her 5th. Played a pretty solid game there in the post.
Like a defensive tackle, she clogged the middle.
She
You know
clogged
what I
the
mean?
middle. Yep. Got her 2 points, but she clogged
I've
the
been
middle.
watching a lot of football, as you may have noticed.
Well, there's not much to watch when you watch the Celtics, that's for sure.
So everything is in football terms to me, you know. those defensive linemen. They don't make a lot of tackles, but boy, they don't give you any place to run either.
They occupy.
Yes. And I think that's what Molly McGill tonight played her heart out.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see any points on the scoreboard, or not many, but no one worked hard. Tolan's got the first, cuts the lead to 8, but there's only 19 seconds left. Clockers would like to make this, go into a full court pressure, steal, make another basket, go into full court pressure, steal, make another basket. So she gets the second. Yep. Here they go, here they go. The Raiders get it into Whedon.
Good job, Lindsay. Jump ball. Good job. Lindsay Tolan,
wow.
A monster second half, 10 points.
Put the 2 hands on the ball. It looked like a hug to me.
Ball. It's not automatic. You got to protect the ball, and she did a nice job.
Trail 7, 17 seconds left. Timeout somebody.
Yeah.
So a heady play by Tolan. I think she was trying to foul, but she used both arms.
Yeah, she
got them on the ball and earned a jump ball.
It's not automatic. It's a lot of times you'll see that play where they surrounded a player and they call the foul. It isn't a foul if you got the ball, and there's no runner gets the tie or anything like that, Bob. Whoever's got their hands on the ball, if they both do, it's a jump ball.
4 hands.
Yeah.
4 hands, that's what the refs look for.
That's what they had. Well, actually, down 7, short clock here. Lindsay Tolan still playing her heart out, and she's had a nice second half with 10 points. Meg Russell with 4 in the second half, and Cassidy Firth 1. A dearth of scoring for Ashland as they went into halftime leading 14-12, but the second half has not been their friend. They've been outscored 24-15. Not a big second half for Ashland.
Walsh will inbound, a good fake. They get it to Firth, back to Walsh. A long 3, no. White retains possession, 12.5 seconds. Still Ashland ball. Still down 7. Looks like that was the play, Bob.
That was a set play. They're still trying to put a 3 in.
Russell takes it down the lane. The scoop, no
she
foul, no shot. Tolan puts it up. It won't go. That should do it. One more foul and a strip by Walsh, but there's just 2.9 seconds left, and it's a penalty situation, so the Raiders will be shooting free throws with a 7-point lead and 2.9 seconds left. I would say they got it.
I think they got it, and true to the loyalty of these fans, I don't see them all streaming towards the exit.
No, to get to beat that traffic jam.
Yeah, out on Route 135, East Union Street.
Yeah.
No, they
stay to the end.
They're right here supporting. Muckstadt, she's had a nice game. 13 points for her.
13 out of 37. Give her 2. Walsh one more time. Off the stanchion.
Caught the guy wire.
And the Raiders run away from the Clockers here in the second half. The final score, Dover-Sherborn 38 and Ashland 29. And 28 points, Bob. I guess you'd say that's kind of a disappointing effort.
It is, especially Dover-Sherborn, a 26-point second half. And that was all she wrote coming out of the break. It was all Dover-Sherborn as Kelby Whedon, Dana Muckstadt dominated the second half, scored a bunch of points. And Ashland, the only answer they had was Lindsay Tolan, who had a nice second half with 10 points, but it just wasn't enough. She didn't have any other support. And I'd say Muckstadt did a nice job shutting down Megan Russell in the second half. That defense made a big difference. Ashland not enough scoring options, and obviously comes out of this Tuesday night tilt with Dover-Sherborn on the short side of a 38-29 game.
Clockers fall to 1-1 on the short season, but it was really a nice to get a look at the 2015 Ashland girls basketball team tonight and see what they have. And it'll also be interesting when hopefully the next time we see them Sam Leone's in the lineup and see how she fits in and how she sparks the club as well. And so there's, we did not see the Ashland with their full arsenal tonight. And they still were in the game, of course, right to the very end, actually led through 3 periods and actually lost it in the 4th.
You're right. This is a growth opportunity for the Ashland team. Without Sammy Leone on the court, they had to rely on others. And you can see the growth of these players because next man up kind of thing. I thought Lindsay Tolan played a heck of a second half. Megan Russell, a nice game throughout. Did a good job. Courtney Thurber, good job taking care of the ball and the point guard duties and good aggressive defense. Marissa Walsh, all over the place. Didn't make her 3 tonight, but obviously that's her role on this team. It'll come. And Dover Sherborn, not a great team, but if this is their full squad and Ashland meets them again at their place with Sam Leone, I would expect we might see a different outcome.
Yeah, I saw a couple of Raiders I liked, and sometimes that's all you need on a night like this.
Night like this, a couple of players to step up, and Whedon was one of them in the second half. She had 2 points in the first half, but lit it up with 12 in the second half, most of them in the 4th period. Wound up with 14 points.
By the way, just a freshman.
and very heady too. She showed some good basketball IQ out there.
Clockers, we saw Coach Delbonis go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players tonight with Annie Moore and Joy Maswaswe hardly playing at all. So he really went with 6, with Mazurek and Tolan doing most of the alternating. So that's a lot of work for 6 girls tonight to go 32 minutes.
It is, and that may be why he went with the zone and stuck with it for so long. They didn't press much until the end. The defense was pretty much pat. It worked for quite a while, but when Dover Sherborn started hitting, they didn't make an adjustment, and I think too little too late because they just didn't have the wheels to score. When you can't score, you can't make many mistakes on defense, and like you said, 1 or 2 players heated up, and that's what Whedon did. That's what Muckstadt did, and that was all she wrote tonight.
And the Bob Martell player of the game.
Well, I'm gonna give it a split because it was a game of 2 halves. Megan Russell, good game throughout, but a really big first half. She really upheld her end on the offensive end. So Megan Russell and Lindsay Tolan, 10 big second half points and a lot of hustle. So I'm going to split the player of the night between those 2 players, Lindsay Tolan and Megan Russell.
Good choices. That's going to wrap it up for here. We thanks to Dan Baker and
Matt
Gemma for filming tonight's game. And my partner is Bob Martell. I'm Bob Thacker. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time for Ashland High School Varsity Sports. They're only on Ashland Television. Follow the Clockers all season long. We're going to have hockey and indoor track and swimming, in addition to the boys and girls basketball all winter long. Follow the Clockers on WACA-TV. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.